Honestly, I'm a little tired of reviewing gaming headsets. I've reviewed a lot and tried even more. I really feel like the gaming peripheral market has turned into an annual recycle fest with very little innovation anymore. So it's almost ironic that the first headset that I've been genuinely excited to review in a long time is such because of a wish I had following my SteelSeries H wireless review 3 years ago. Does the Arctis 7 hold any ground to what I still consider to be the best gaming headset that I've ever reviewed? Let's take a look. TunnelBear is the fast and easy VPN service that keeps your data safe and secure behind a bear. Sign up for your 7-day free trial and learn more via the link in the video description. I'm EposVox, here to make tech easier and more fun. SteelSeries advertises their new Arctis 7 as the best overall gaming headset of 2017. Is this true? The Arctis 7 is a wireless gaming headset with suspension-style headband. This is the most comfortable style of band for my head, and back when I reviewed the H wireless in 2014, I personally requested that something like that built in the form factor of the Siberia headsets. 3 years later, they have delivered, and for half of the price. Only $150 for a good wireless headset is a pretty rockin' value, in my opinion. The headphones feature a metal band frame with a rubber pad, but a suspension headband wraps around it. These come in a few different styles, though the default black and gray is my favorite. The suspension style band keeps the weight off of the top of your head, a big source of headaches with headphones for me, but can result in more clamping pressure. I don't personally feel like there's much pressure. It's a fairly loose fit, though not loose enough to fall off my head. That does mean it might be too loose for those with smaller heads than my giant noggin, however. The ear pads are nice and soft and provide enough padding to keep the drivers off my ears without being too stiff. Airweave material is what SteelSeries calls it, designed to keep things dry and cool. Works well enough for me. My head has stayed surprisingly not hot and sweaty in these, so kudos for that. They fold out for this let them sit on your neck thing that supposedly someone does. But these, as with most other headphones, hold my neck way too tight for me to ever do that. Feels like I'm choking. No, thank you. The outside of the can is a rubbery material which can grip dust, but the overall matte aesthetic is nice and much more favorable than a glossy shine, though the microphone end is glossy, so that's an annoying inconsistency. The cans feature a variety of plugs, buttons, and dials, and this gets a little messy. On the left, you have the slide-out microphone, a mute button, volume dial, and, well, this gets weird. There's a micro USB plug for charging, a 3.5mm jack for audio sharing. You can hook another pair of headphones to these and hear out of those too. This is a neat feature that I might have used as a young kid, but not these days. In this recessed bit, you have a weird sort of mini USB plug, like would come on older cameras, not the normal mini USB. This is used for the 4-pole smartphone adapter in case you wanted to use these with your phone. Again, someone does this, I guess. The mute button is fairly annoying. It sticks out when it's enabled, so you can find it easily enough to unmute, though it might take a couple times to push it all the way in. But when it's not muted, I always wind up flicking up the volume dial trying to find it, and then about to push the cans off of my ears just to press the button in. Quite annoying. On the right side, you have another volume dial and the power button. This volume dial is for the game chat mixer. Yes, I have talked about headsets like this in my OBS tutorials, and people thought I was crazy. The USB wireless transmitter installs 2 audio devices on your computer, one for game and one for chat, though you can use them for whatever you like. The volume dial on the right ear is your mixer control. All the way up is 100% game, 0% chat. The middle is 50-50. All the way down is 100% chat, 0% game. This is a fantastic feature for gamers and especially game streamers, and I wish more headsets had this capability. Sound-wise, I actually enjoy the Arctis 7. It struggles a bit with the typical oomph you get from gaming headsets. The quality sounds fine, highs, mids, and lows are actually pretty well balanced, but the sound feels just a bit weak, I guess? I don't know, it just doesn't feel as powerful or strong as the H wireless, which is kind of disappointing. It's still good and fine, and most people probably won't even notice, but even with an EQ preset applied, I just don't feel like the drivers are strong enough to provide a boomy gaming experience. Kinda strange to experience this in the age of bass-heavy cans, and it's weird that I'm complaining about it since I usually complain about the overemphasis on bass, but it's a very weird contrast. To be honest, a side effect of this means that I don't get anywhere near as much ear fatigue when listening with them, but I do find myself craving more. I don't know. It has a close-up, closed-back soundstage, but more than good enough to enjoy gaming. Directional and positional audio was great for me, and I had no problem identifying enemies in games like Overwatch, and vocals were clear and crisp in Diablo. The headset isn't great for ASMR for me. I was hoping it would be, since the wireless nature makes it easier to sleep or relax with, but the soundstage just isn't wide enough to really get the tingles going for binaural audio, at least for me. I did have an issue where if the mixer dial was halfway, or close to the chat side, left side audio was stronger or louder than the right side for my first couple weeks. This is no longer the case, but I never really narrowed down the cause. It was very strange. There is no RGB lighting on this headset though. I was disappointed to see this after watching Hardware Canucks' review of the Arctis 5. I just thought I had missed the option in SteelSeries engine software, but nope. RGB is only on the wired Arctis 5 model. Oh well. The metal band in the Arctis 7 actually makes it a little heavier than the H wireless, but the suspension's band keeps it from feeling that way on your actual head. The wireless receiver is a little puck with a decent length USB cable. It features line-in and line-out pass-through to mix in external audio, though the placement for that is probably inconvenient for most. The SteelSeries Engine 3 software is alright. There's always a bunch of updating to do when you first plug in the device, but it gives you control over equalizer presets, dynamic range compression to normalize audio levels, and enabling the DTX Headphone X 7.1 Virtual Surround. As always, it is your choice if you want to use it, but I cannot stand it. Dimitri said it best, and now that I can't get that phrase out of my head for this subject, virtual surround sound turns your headphones into a soup of audio, swishing all over the place. Directional audio is just fine in stereo mode with these cans. Virtual surround sound ruins that. Vocals get echoey and actual positioning is inaccurate AF. If you really want to test it for yourself, pull up a good ASMR video with proper binaural audio, listen in stereo and hear as they move around the left and right sides, then turn on virtual surround and hear how nothing is right. It will ruin you forever on virtual surround. I will have my own test video for this with a binaural mic coming soon actually.
The software lets you adjust mic volume and what they call mic side tone. This is sometimes also referred to as mic loopback, and it's just how much you can hear yourself in the cans from your microphone. This helps keep you from yelling at your chat because you can't hear yourself. You hear a little bit of a loopback and you know to control your volume. Speaking of microphone, SteelSeries also claims this to be the best gaming headset microphone. You've been hearing it for the past minute or so, you can decide for yourself. In my opinion, it's good, but probably not the best. Especially compared to something like the Mod mic, it just doesn't cut it. This mic also picks up all sorts of handling noise and can annoy the crap out of your gaming buddies if you move it too much.
You may proceed.
So that's it. The SteelSeries Arctis 7 wireless 7.1 gaming headset. It's pretty nice, but I'm not sure if it holds up to the SteelSeries H wireless and its big but easily breakable mixer box. But for a mere $150, which is cheap for a great headset, I'd say it's probably worth it. As always, product links will be in the description down below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more awesome tech content, and I will see you in the next one.
EposVox is a Patreon-supported production. Our videos would simply not be possible without the support and generosity of our patrons, whom you can see on screen right now. If you'd like to join the inner circle and get early access to videos among other things, go to patreon.com/EposVox to learn more.